Dak, this is your fourth year being a part of the quarterback spirit here. Can you just talk about what this event means to you, what it's like to see these kids' faces today?
Yeah, it's a blessing to be here. Talk about wanting to get a grasp of what's life really about and what's a real challenge is about. You come here and you see kids in the middle of a real life journey and battle against a terrible disease, and that's what we're here to raise money, bring as much research as we can to end this fight for not only these kids but for the next generation and for all to come and all that are affected by it. And so it's a blessing to be here. And I go back 4 years ago when I was asked to be here from Roger. He could have asked me to do anything that he's done and I would have said yeah, but I didn't realize how great and how rewarding a night like this would be, and it's one of my favorite nights of the year, and just being here to meet the models for the first time is just as fun.
When did you realize and it kind of hit you that you're able to make an impact at this event every year?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, my first year of being a chair, I had come a couple of other times as just a guest or just walking one of the kids, and then you feel it then, and you feel inspired, and your heart's warmed, and you're like, these are the things I want to do, and this is something I want to be a part of. But then when you come back and then you get to be a chair, and I got to meet some of those kids that I walked, and to see that they're survivors now, and to see that they're what they're doing, and they're still working for Children's Cancer Fund, and just the journey. I mean, one of my favorite stories is a buddy at the golf shops, a kid that I walked with 6-7 years ago, and to now see him a golf pro up there, right, and just doing that, and just to see the full circle of life and to be a part of it is a blessing. Makes me forget about anything that's going on that's tough. Simple as that. Like I said, you want to see a real challenge and a real battle, everything that these kids are facing, each and every one of these models, but just watch their demeanors through it, their demeanor tonight or today, watch it at the gala, just watch the smiles, the courage, the hope, and all of that they permeate onto other people. And it's special because that's what this night gives them. This night gives them that hope. This night gives them that confidence that not only that they will beat the cancer, but they can be proud of who they are, and they can smile, and they can step up, talk to others, and be confident in their own skin.
Back to launching Faith Life, what does it mean for your foundation to be a part of this?
It's awesome. It's exactly what I wanted to do. My mom told me all greats have a story. I allowed her to be my story, and we're here because of cancer. I started my foundation because of my mom and her battle with cancer, and to now be here, same fight against cancer, just to a different age group, and that's the point, is it affects all of us. And so anytime my foundation can get involved, we're going to. And so it's amazing to be partnered now after 9 years, 8 years ago, starting our foundation with such big charities.
When you hear what the kids want to be someday, their dream profession,
yeah,
how does that part hit you about the goal of this goal?
I love it. Honestly, when I hear them, there's no doubt in my mind that each and every one of those kids won't be what they've asked and said they would be. I was a kid that said I'd be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys when I was their age. Now, I wasn't in their fight against it, against cancer, but, I had people who poured into me and a support system that made sure I believed that and did everything that I could do to make that a possibility. And so I know these kids have that in their families, but that's also what Children's Cancer Fund does as well. It creates that bigger support system, gives them the resources to make sure that they're able to go down that lane and not take a step off. And I'm proud and privileged to be a part of that support system.
Yeah, you obviously talked about cancer is a physical battle, but you talked about the mental part of it just a few minutes ago. Just that's been a big part of your story and your initiative as well. How much do you kind of shine that on the kids for the mental battle, the mental health side?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's everything. As I said up there, the only disability is a bad attitude, and these kids didn't get to, they didn't pick their sick, their illnesses, and they didn't pick this fight, and they didn't get to choose that, but they can wake up every day and we can support them to say, you know what, I can be as whoever I want to be, I can beat this fight. And that's what's amazing in this, and that's why we have such a privilege and obligation to come to these things and to serve and to make sure that we're a part of that support system and pouring into the beliefs.
Dak, with these being kids, obviously, in terms of coaching families, like you mentioned, but when you first started out working with the Children's Cancer Fund, you weren't a father. Now you're a father too. Can you talk about how that kind of deepens your connection and just empathy with these kids?
Yeah, you said it just creates empathy. Can't imagine being in any of these parents' shoes. Not at all. We get a runny nose or a fever, and you panic, and you're doing everything you can. And so, no, I can't imagine. It really just creates empathy, and that's why I just want to be, the best friend, neighbor I can for not only these kids but for their parents and everybody that's a part of Children's Cancer Fund.
Raising the money that this fund does is obviously
for sure
important. you also get the opportunity to have these connections with the kids today and Gala. How much do you cherish and relish those?
The connections are everything. As I said, I mean, from my buddy that's a golf pro at Stonebriar, to a guy that used to be Doug, his name's Sam. I call him Doug. You know our nicknames. That used to be an equipment manager for us, who walked in the Children's Cancer Fund, I think back with like Quincy Carter. So like those connections, right? That like I'll have, and I'll meet these kids later in life, and to see that they've beat this, and not only beat this, that they're helping other kids and paying it forward. The money's only part of it. The money only fuels it and fuels the relationships, and that's what it's about.
You've gone against Christian Parker secondaries before this turned to face of football. Have you had a chance to meet him, and what are your just impressions of that hire that you guys have had?
Yeah, super excited about that hire. I've met him, talked to him briefly, but excited just for the demeanor, the way he carries himself, and met the whole staff. And not only that, when you go to the Pro Bowl, you get to meet guys. You get to talk to Zach Bond, Cooper DeJean, guys that played under him, and just to hear how much they loved him, how much they loved playing for him, how excited our guys are going to be. Super pumped.
Last question, guys.
Oh, it was huge. It was huge. I mean, I know I sent him some messages, obviously, valedictorian, letting him know how much I appreciate him, needed him back, and I was just glad they're able to get the deal done for all parties, and he's a huge part of our success and what we're going to do.
I remember you talking about being super excited about having a fully healthy offseason. What do you plan on getting better at this offseason? I know it's year 11, so it's really just little nuances at this point, but what is the focus for you this offseason?
Yeah, just all those little nuances, and I think if there's one thing, it's probably just some rhythm in my footwork, and that's something that other people might not even realize or see, but it's just me wanting to, be a perfectionist in the way that we do things. And, I started doing new things last year with Shadi and pointed the footwork, and some of them just aren't quite to the standard that we want them to be. And so that's a big part of it, but as you said, the whole game.
When you hear Jerry talking about potentially spending big in free agency, does that excite you a little bit?
Heck yeah, most definitely, especially what is it said, no projects or whatever, we need guys now to play. Yeah, no red shirts or whatever. I mean, we got a coach in the second year. We know we had some ups and downs and shined some good moments last year, and this is the year that you make a big jump, and getting big time players who can help immediately is a key part of that.
What's your advice to George in this situation, since you've been in the franchise tag situation a couple times?
Yeah, George loves football. That's the one thing about it. I just want him to know, don't change your love for football. Don't get in the business mind of this. You played last year on a 1 year for not even that much, right? So if you can go 30, whatever it is now, I think it's the same thing I got. So, when I franchise. So, hey, go do it. At the end of the day, bet on yourself. He's a hell of a player. Hopefully we can get him long term and sign that. But if not, I think the way that he plays the game and the person that he is, he'll be just fine.
How much better can this offense get?
I don't want to put a limit on it. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. 36th Gala. What does this mean to be able to come back every year and do this?
This is the 36th annual fashion show and gala for Children's Cancer Fund, and it is such a huge milestone because each and every year we are serving a different group of patient families. And so today was such a special day to be able to reveal all 18 patients from Children's Health who will be walking the runway at the fashion show and gala.
Jennifer, how exciting to be able to reveal the huge donation fund to the new hospital.
Children's Cancer Fund is known for our fashion show and gala. This year, we're really stepping things up. We are investing in the new Dallas Moody Hospital, and it's a project that's really not just a building. It is the future of medicine in North Texas. Children's Cancer Fund is investing $2.5 million for the pediatric oncology playroom at the new hospital.
Jennifer, can you talk about how this afternoon kind of propels y'all into the gala next month, and how that reinforces Children's Cancer Fund's mission?
Our mission is to bring hope to kids and families who are fighting cancer, and this kickoff is really the beginning of being able to fuel our mission. So we fund research and we fund child life programming, and we do that through the fashion show and gala. Our goal this year is $3 million.
Having this what it's like just to see the kids get to have this experience and enjoy it, take the photo, maybe forget the check as they're going off stage.
A lot of these kids miss out on so much. They miss out on birthday parties, field trips, school, So to be able to bring them in a special event like this, something exciting where we can highlight who they are, where they came from, and the battle that they're in, it's really moving.
Having the support of their
The playroom is going to be a state-of-the-art space for kids to heal.
having the support of the Cowboys and Dak Prescott and Troy Aikman every year. What does that mean to the organization?
Having the Dallas Cowboys support Children's Cancer Fund for over 30 years has been really, they put us on the map, quite frankly. And because of Roger Staubach coming year after year saying this is one of the best nights in Dallas, it's one of the events where you really get to see the beneficiaries of where your dollars are going. Watching those kids walk across the runway with smiles from ear to ear, knowing that their community is fighting for them and believes in them, really brings a lot of hope.